Sound of siblings, sound of siblings. Road trip vibes and retro cheers. Monday morning we're hitting your ears, from concerts wild to TV screens. We're spilling the scoop on the hottest scenes, chatting about the stars and the shows on the go with your host Imbali and Mo. Woo! Sound of siblings, sound of siblings.
Sanbanani.
What's up? Not what's up. I said la.
Welcome back to another episode. I am one of your hosts, Imbali. I'm a jazz singer, I'm a poet, but I'm also just a regular, curious, creative engineer.
And I'm Mo. Nyazim Tumengani. I'm just a regular megala. I'm just a regular nonchalant guy, I feel too, you know? Aspiring lawyer. Still namhlanje sanibonani. Welcome back.
Sanbanani. Namang pagamazaza nyan bona. So don't be alarmed. But awesome. We are probably going to have quite a lot of different sounds coming in from different compartments because we're filming this episode the day before it comes out, and this has turned into a rather family day-ish kind of moment. So you might hear a kid's voice here or there if I don't.
Airplanes.
Yeah, if I'm not able to.
We're trying to really bring our community and environment into this one. You know? We're bringing it back home to the soil, like Grace Montana. But we're bringing it back. It's full circle. It's a full circle.
It's for the community. We thought we'd have you online and have everybody else here in person. Yeah, so welcome. We're live streaming the family day.
Basically, yeah.
Awesome. Welcome to the Sound of Siblings podcast. At the top of the episode, you know Mo likes to give you some reminders and some pointers of how to really enjoy this channel.
So as always, guys, please hit the subscribe button, like, share, and please leave us a comment. Mm-hmm. We really want to hear everything you guys have to say to us. Boy, especially on TikTok, you guys there, you are picking up. But even here on YouTube, leave us a comment, talk to us, and we will engage with you and take some of your pointers into consideration.
Absolutely. There was somebody who commented on one of the videos from last week's episode and asked us if we are the people who organized the march and then subsequently canceled the march.
So the march thing, we'll talk about the march. But the march thing, let's forget about the march thing. We pushed it a bit too heavy, prematurely. Not even prematurely. We were doing the right thing.
They did the wrong thing by flaking.
That's why I'm kind of skeptical about this current...
No. This one, women's one. Okay. No, I'm not skeptical about it because they do this annually. Okay. They had a march as well, if I'm not mistaken, late last year. And Bonavele, they are like a proper organization. They've gone to the Constitutional Court with like a coffin with a whole bunch of names on it as well in honor of the women. So no, Bona, they are robust. I think the level of the country's involvement and what they're requiring at this point is a little bit over what they usually require because they just do the march and the protest. Okay, but we'll talk about what it is that they're asking folks to do this time around. But yeah, please make sure that you're subscribing to the channel more than anything else. Make sure that you're subscribing and you're following us on our pages. It really does mean a lot to us to know that our community is growing, but also the more of you that there are, the more opportunities that we can also present and bring forward to you folks as well. So we're going to start at the top of the episode with our first segment, UMDLALO. It's game time. It's absolutely game time. And I have a couple of would you rathers for Mo. I have 3 would you rathers for you, but we can answer these together as well, these would you rathers. Mm-hmm. So the first would you rather is, would you rather have smelly breath or bad BO? And I'm just going to clarify what I mean is that there's nothing you can do
about my odor
to take it away. So there's no amount of mints, toothbrushing,
breath, bro,
gargling that you can do. There's no amount of sprays you can do.
Breath, solid breath. Because I can shut the fuck up. So I can just keep quiet. Please bleep that. But I can just keep quiet, right?
I must bleep that, but I cussed out the whole world last episode. I ain't bleeping shit. I'm not bleeping anything.
Nah, because I can keep quiet.
You can keep quiet.
And I can talk to you like, hey, boy.
Yeah. While you're here.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
As long as you see the eyes, just listen to the words. You don't have to be right next to me. Yo, odor. body odor, like, I walk into the room, you know it's me. You don't even gotta look back. You
No,
know
your odor walks in before you
no
do.
way.
Your odor arrives
My whole
prior
life.
to your arrival. Your whole life. Your whole life, you have to fight with that odor. So you choose bad breath?
Yeah.
I think I'd also choose bad breath for similar reasons. A, I can be quiet. I can shut the fuck up. B, I think it's a smaller space to control than my whole body because it will come out emakhwapheni, emtsinsileni, nakhona wazi ukuthi phuma benyaweni.
And I feel like the neck smells. It's just we don't know because we do wash every day. But if you have body odor, the neck, there's too many folds in there. The neck, y'all ain't thinking like me, man.
The pheromones have become toxic. They've become very toxic.
The neck is crazy.
Because do people with bad odor, do they release pheromones? Or like does the bad odor just over?
And I know people, I know twins.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go into it. I know twins. They struggled. Shield didn't work. That failed. They've tried, but they do spray. They do spray a lot.
Yeah.
It's just when you spend the entire day with them.
Yeah.
Till it's and at the club, if they don't re-up.
But sometimes, when you're spraying, when the axe is mixed with the bad body odor, it becomes a very weird concoction.
It's like going into the bathroom after someone who uses a Lux bar has been in. Have you never went in?
No.
Yeah, it smells like cheeks. It smells crazy. But that's just me. You never felt,
Nah.
And Lux itself, the bar, smells nice.
Yeah.
But after someone has been in there in the hot water and done their thing with it, they can come out smelling good. But as soon as you walk in,
it smells like cheeks. I guess
it smells off. I guess
it's all the odor that's been left in there, and they've stepped away with
such a thorough
their
job.
Yeah. So who knows? But yeah, definitely that. We used to have a teacher. I think we had a couple of teachers when I was in high school who had really bad BO. Okay. And one of the teachers in particular had very, very bad BO. But you could tell she was trying to do something. Yeah. She was trying to do something, but the kids were unruly. Those high school kids, especially the boys, they were unruly. They would go and buy women's sprays. And every time she walked past them, they would spray.
You say unruly. I think niggas is trying to survive.
Nah, bruv. No.
Just trying to survive.
Fair.
No, but then they're crooks. Look at these boys. Look at these rebels at school wearing balaclava. No, I'm not in maths class. We forget anywhere else.
No. Because you only have to smell her BO inside the class. And then the windows were open. Winter, summer, spring. The windows in that class were wide open. So that's the first would you rather. The second would you rather is, would you rather, let's say like you're a lawyer, whatever the case is, right? Or maybe like whatever it is that you're ambitious about creatively. So for example, for me, so would you rather your friends think that you are horrible at what you enjoy to do, or don't support you at the thing that you're really good at doing?
Don't support me. They already don't. Keep the same energy in it. Like, I'm black. Friends don't pull out like that. I'm black.
Really? What is it, Vale, about friends not pulling up for us? Is it because we're constantly competing with each other?
I don't know. I think we only believe in people's abilities once we see them on TV. Jay, the black,
once
the
we
black
see other
space,
people following and supporting.
As soon as we see it on TV, now all of a sudden, like if I played sports and I was really good, like as I did with tennis, no shade, but nobody came. Not even you. Nobody came to watch my games, right? Ellis Park, I was playing for nationals, nobody came. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I had been on Wimbledon, y'all would have printed shirts.
Was I not in school?
Brother,
was I not in
my
school
brother.
when you were playing?
No.
I was at home.
Yeah.
I was chilling.
No. You were working.
I was working.
Yeah, but it was on Saturday. Ellis Park was a whole day affair on Saturday.
Sorry, I didn't support you, man.
But can you see what I mean?
I see what
so
you
it's
mean,
like,
yeah.
but if I was there, Wimbledon, there I am in the semi-finals. Because you guys are also in standard G. If I just made it to the group stage, it's like, no. Semi-finals, people are they flying out. That's my brother. But so I'd say don't support.
So even with the podcast, but we can't say that with the podcast though, because our family does
subscribe,
watch
like, comment.
the pod. No, but the family does watch the pod. Someone was telling me that her Aziza and Lele watch it, all three of them together.
Oh, yeah.
And once Lele is ready, so she'll then say, Where's Imbali? And then they'll go onto YouTube and they'll actually watch us. Yeah. And she even sent us that voice note singing our
theme song.
Our theme song
we'll
as
play
well.
It probably at the end of this episode. Yeah.
At the beginning and at the end, don't you worry about it. We'll find some stuff to chop in there for you. But what would I rather?
What would you rather do?
I mean, I think for your similar reason, but the first one, I would rather they think that I'm shit at what I do, because regardless, they won't support. Even if I'm really good at what I do, they're still not gonna support
So wait,
me.
if you shit, but they support though, because it has to be a yin yang kind of thing, right? So you shit at what you do,
but they support me.
They support you, which is good.
Then they're delusional, innit? Then they're delusional. Then I don't know if I can trust them.
Then they might support anything.
Exactly. I don't know if I can trust them. You know, they be out here voting for Cyril again. I don't know if I can support them. I don't know if I can trust them. You know what I'm saying? They be voting for the ANC again, even though the ANC has now put us in a state capture.
I'd really like to see a woman in power. That's a separate conversation.
Yeah, that would be nice. But I don't know. Maybe we need to build some of these women first that will then be in power, because the ones that are inside these cabinets, throw them away. The last would you rather is would you, I mean, I've kind of already experienced this, but for you then, would you rather go abroad for like 10 to 15 years without seeing your family at all, but you're going abroad, you're traveling, you're getting all these experiences, you can't see your family, you can't talk to your family? Or would you rather be at home, have a really, really close-knit relationship with your family, but never be able to travel?
The latter. But that's just me personally. They're too part of my fabric, which maybe I do need to travel and leave you guys a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one, actually. That's not as easy as I thought that would be.
Yeah, right?
Because I gotta travel. I also gotta be part, like, the main character in my own movie, right?
Yeah, but it's 15 years. Like, I was gone for 10 years, but I still obviously came and visited and stuff. But I think it was 4 years before I came back the first time. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And our family wasn't as kumbaya as I thought either at that point in time. So it was really hard. But I mean, it is a toss-up, you know, because when you travel, you get to learn a lot more about yourself.
You probably have so much fun. You get to
figure if you can crack it.
Okay.
Right? Because it's not guaranteed that you can crack it. There's lots of people that have traveled abroad and have literally struggled. They're still struggling to this day. The first day they arrive, they're struggling. Yeah, exactly. You don't have people checking on you, especially depending on the countries that you go visit, the societies and communities that you're in. If they're very individualistic, you can get to the top, you can become a hiring manager, but you gotta have to hire friends as well. You know.
No, I get that. That's a tough one. That I don't have an answer for you. But if I was pushed to, I think now, given that these young ones as well, I'd want to be home.
You'd want to be home?
Yeah, I'd go only for that particular reason.
Okay. Yeah. Which is my reason why I came back home anyway.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool.
All right, that brings us on to the next part of the episode. But before we get to that, please do comment down below about your would you rathers. What would you have gone for? That would be interesting to actually see, right? Yeah. Maybe we can try put a poll. We'll try see if there's that feature.
Yeah, put a poll. Yeah. Or maybe we'll just aggregate the answers and then talk about it next episode.
Cool.
Awesome.
But yeah, this is the part of the episode where we have a discussion. It's called Let's Have a Dialogue.
MASI'KHULUME. MASI'KHULUME with Imbali and Mo. I feel like I'm on ETV or something like that. Yeah. I think that's the melody that I'm taking. Yeah. MASI'KHULUME. Okay, awesome.
Meanwhile, he's living his
Umama wahamba ngo-1987. Wathi uya eMpumalanga angizange ngaphinde ngambona. No, meanwhile she's married to a millionaire. She's like, these people pass at
he has siblings he doesn't even know about. Like, got 3 of them down there in the Eastern
no offense, y'all are great. Y'all are actually churning out some really, really great artists and musicians. So good for y'all. But there are quite a few things that I do want to just highlight. I think I don't have a hard topic that's very informative. But I do just want to highlight a few things. Firstly, I want to congratulate Iwasa Collective. Remember, we covered their situation with Trevor Stuurman. Trevor Stuurman basically co-opted their idea, and we were talking in that episode about collaboration and why people choose to poach each other's ideas versus collaborating. The courts at this point, at this juncture, have agreed with the Iwasa Collective,
really?
Trevor Stuurman, that is their IP. Okay. So Trevor, I think, is supposed to pay Iwasa Collective's legal fees and then to also issue an apology. So that's been court mandated.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He must be pissed.
I mean, I really hope so, but he's clearly wasn't pissed enough to not do the right thing in the first place.
Fair enough.
So congratulations, was a Sissy Collective. Clock it. That's really exciting. It's good to see you, Guti. You know, people actually understand the legal framework of things and the fact that you do have power, especially when it comes to using just the intellectual property, you know. For example, like something like our podcast at this point in time, I don't think we have IP, but eventually when we cultivate what we have on the back of the door, we are going to have IP, exactly, and we'll be able to protect ourselves. So congratulations.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah. I started following some chick on Instagram, and she's calling out people left and right. I love it. I live for it. And if I remember her name, I will put it in the episode here. I don't know if she highlights her stories, but maybe she might. So you can go and check her out. But second thing that I wanted to talk about is obviously the influencer of the what can we say, the influencer of the decade? No, I'm kidding.
No, not the decade,
but the influencer of the last 5 years, 3 years, the president of influencing.
Of the influencers. She has to be
the president of South African influencers. Mo, who are we talking about?
We're talking about the biggest, the best to ever do it.
The biggest,
Mrs.
the baddest.
JM. J Monate. No, Gaza. We're talking about not Gladys Mondlana.
We're
talking about Grace Mondlana.
Oh, how can she be the president? You don't even know the name.
The biggest, the GM. The biggest to ever do it. Grace Mondlana.
Pew. So, first of all, obviously, I was cussing you out last week, Grace, because you did buy the new iPhone. Suck your mother for that one. But now you did this year-end party.
Congratulations.
Which there were a bajillion influencers at that year-end party. Every influencer that I was thinking about, and I will go to their page, they were at the GM end of year party. Wow. So congratulations to Grace for doing something for her community, pulling up for her community. Yeah.
And everyone that won an invitation.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone who petitioned.
Amazing begging. No, I'm joking.
No, but for real.
But great pandering. And y'all look good, though. You know, fuck it. Y'all look good.
I would say about 70% of y'all look good. The other 30%, y'all needed to workshop some other looks.
That's why they had to beg for it. They didn't have everything in store.
Maybe.
You also can't get the designer then the week before. Yeah, but like they didn't have time. They didn't have time.
Do you think Uguti that was her... No, I'm kidding. To outshine them.
So she could... She could change outfits like 3 times.
I'm just joking, Grace. I'm just joking. But no, congratulations to everybody. Seemed like a really great event. All the artists seemed to have a really good time. Don't quite know why Grace was performing with one of the artists on stage. Back all the way to Grace. Tanda attention, baba. Main character energy on steroids. That's Grace Mondlana. But hey, she's doing what she's doing, and she's doing it really well. She's doing it really well. I think every video, if I'm not mistaken, gets to over 1 million views.
Now she's on her thing. She's cracking. Yeah, she's cracking. She's on their neck.
She is.
Yeah,
she is on their neck.
Marketing teams know her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Now she's on her thing. She's
but
on her
talk
way.
About what you were talking about earlier about the brands.
Oh no, I just felt my opinion was
because we didn't see any branding stuff outside of her GM
or at least the presence that you'd expect, right? So I just thought maybe on the brand side, like why didn't they attack this? The way that everyone, or maybe just me, I would have thought, would see like, there's so many influencers that are going to be there. And just for a fee to maybe contribute to the funds for her setting everything up, they could have really made an impact there, like in terms of the amount of influencers they were, the amount of also small creators that they were, that they can already put into their brands with the videos that they would make on the day and stuff like that. I just feel it was a lost opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
But maybe then again, Grace just didn't want that, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think, Uguti, you know, on the one hand, you might want to do something that is brand focused, but then the brands might take that away from it being something that Grace is actually trying to do for her community and for, you know, the people that follow her. And for her day ones, as she called a lot of them, right? She called them, I'm a day ones. Okay, so I saw people like Uzetu, Asifit, I saw the guys from KZN. Right now I'm forgetting their names, but yeah, the 3 guys from KZN, they're always together. They're also with who always does this, and she's always got that like weird filter on her face. I didn't see her there. At the thing, yeah, there was quite a lot of folks from KZN. People flew in to come to the event as well, which I thought was really, really nice. I think she had some accommodations for people if you needed it.
Oh, okay.
At the thing, because she also stayed over that night as well. But yeah, no. Overall, congratulations, Grace. You're really doing something great. And Mina, I do hope and wish you do stay close and accessible to your community, because that's one thing that we see with celebrities, nabantu abakhulayo, and people who kind of grow in what they feel is beyond where they came from.
Yeah,
they don't connect.
To leave. Completely. Disconnect.
So stay connected. It's really important. Uplifting new creators as well. At the toiletries.
No, but the toiletries were a disaster. What she did there, that's absolutely a disaster. Not to bash her or anything, but she disconnected for a bit there.
She did disconnect. And I really do think, Uguti, the main reason why the toiletries giveaway was bad, because this is how Grace does a lot of her giveaways. It's like, tell me why you should get the thing, right? Yeah. But I think, Uguti, you have to measure and monitor, like, are you giving away things that are basic needs? Or are you giving away a ticket and a flight to wherever?
Like a car or something. Or
exactly.
A blender.
Yes.
Not like toiletries, not
tell me how desperate you are for these necessities.
Like everyone come in my comments and stitch or stitch videos and have a poverty off. What the fuck?
That was very weird, Grace.
Like
no offense.
That just died.
That was very weird. I don't know. Do you have a manager yet? Because if you don't, I think you need to start getting yourself a manager, like, just to have somebody else to help you think about the things that you are doing.
Conceptualize certain things. Because maybe you might, like, it might be there's a deadline on this thing. It needs to come out in, but like it's like someone else could have told you that maybe that's not the strategy,
Like that might not land very well, especially in a place like South Africa where a lot of people are living in very dire straits, where necessities are also so expensive, because of inflation.
She missed on that.
No, she missed on that one.
That one is terrible.
She absolutely missed on that one. But anyway, people were in the comments saying, Uguti, I'm this is how unprivileged I am, this is my disadvantage in Ini. I didn't follow up to see who she actually gave it to, but I think another way that she could have done it as an example is instead of
how many people were winning, like 1,000? Like,
no, I think it was it 2 hampers?
Just 2?
I think it was 2. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was a very small amount of hampers.
She wouldn't do it like that. Just 2 hampers.
It was a very small amount of hampers, and I think it was hampers that she might have gotten from an event. I don't know if they were PR box hampers, but yeah, it was a limited amount of them.
I didn't see, like, it's maybe it's 500.
No, it wasn't a lot of them. Because she does do those initiatives with like organizations and schools and stuff like that. She did one.
That's a disaster.
Yeah, she did one a couple of months ago, if I'm not mistaken, where they were doing like hampers and all those kind of things. She went into schools and whatnot. So she does know how these things operate. But I think the reason why I'm saying it was limited, because I think it was stuff that she came home with. So from an event or something.
She couldn't find a
and then she was just like,
or a ladies and mothers place where they have them. What do you call those places?
Yeah, some kind of organization.
Yeah, some kind of organization that tries to help women and stuff like that. Like, that would have been a better video to
even
watch.
Women for Change, Balana. They're very well known. They could have been, but another way would have been, I'm thinking of giving away to these few organizations. Put in the comments which organization you think exactly, which one and why.
But then again,
how do you know them?
Now the problem, then you're making the public then also decide, no, these women here are worthier than those. It's bad. Just choose one.
Fair.
Show us a video of you, because it's like now, okay, we have 1,000 toughies and we go in the rural area. There's 6 schools. It's like Mr. Beast. Yeah. Now, you guys in the comments, comment which one should get it. Like, what are we doing for real? Like, what are we doing for real? You know what I'm saying? That's still a terrible idea.
Yeah, no, that was bad. That was definitely a miss. And I think Ulebolayan was talking about this. She was just saying, Guti, it's not even a slight on Grace necessarily, because people want to do this attacking Grace thing. It's not a slight on Grace. Yeah. It's about making sure that influencers actually understand how to have etiquette when you are doing certain types of giveaways. Because at the end of the day, this is a business, To be an influencer is a business, and there is something called business acumen and business etiquette. So you have to be able to understand where abantu are coming from, you know, and this is another thing that I was saying about people feeling like they can no longer connect and relate to who they were 3 years ago, 4 years ago, before they became an influencer. Now you can have people begging in your comments for stuff. That's not okay.
That's terrible.
That's not okay at all.
Like the tickets was fine. That's a whole event. That
yeah,
is a
the
luxury.
tickets was totally fine. It was like, show me that you want to come, show me that, you know, fun, all this kind of stuff as well. Yeah, no.
You saw it with the confetti.
I didn't see with the confetti. I didn't want a whole bunch of it.
We'll add it here.
Add shit here. I'm not even editing, but he's adding shit here.
We'll add it right here.
No, I didn't see the confetti, but there were. I think Bobby Cooper was one of the people that came to perform.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, congratulations, Grace.
And everyone, hope you guys really had fun.
Yeah, I hope you guys had fun.
And
it seems to not be
of something nice. And
it seemed to not be like a lituation, like a drinking forward thing. And like I was saying to you, Mo, I think that's because for me, I would think like the liability of just like a million people drinking, and also the location wasn't central. Okay. It's one that you had to like drive to. Okay. Yeah.
And
so
the kids as well.
Exactly.
As well.
Yeah. I saw in the comments and heard people saying Gucci there were kids when there were some parents there and stuff like that. So yeah, having to please all different types of stakeholders can be tough sometimes. So it's easier to just do like limited alcohol or no alcohol event as well. But
the brand slept on it. But yeah, anyway. Congratulations.
Congrats. The next thing that we want to talk about, something that we were alluding to earlier, Women for Change is an organization here in South Africa, actually a movement, I would even say, here in South Africa, which is...
They're not an organization.
They are an organization, but I'm saying also a movement, you know, because you can be an organization without creating a movement. But I feel like they are a movement. They have created a movement for change.
They have motion.
Yeah, exactly, you know, for change, and they're able to galvanize so much support. It's just coming from the military base. Don't worry about it.
So the community once again, right?
But they are doing another march. They have a march on the 21st of November, but I'm gonna have Mo talk to you folks about what the march is about and what Women for Change have
so
requested.
I think the gist that I found was, first, if you see like these purple profile pictures on social media, those are people pledging their allegiance with what is going to take place on the 21st of November.
Yeah.
But I think some of the things that I grasped from it was basically the movement is about women now speaking out and making a stand. They can't be dying at these rates from things like GBV. They can't be going through the levels of rape and unfairness that the country just has on women, right?
Yeah.
The oppression it's over. They're done with it, right? Yeah. So it is in some ways to try to disrupt the G20 or use the... what can I say? Use all the eyes that will be on G20 to push that the message and take a stand. So there'll be things like people not spending any money on the day.
The 21st of November.
Trying to hurt corporate. If you can, obviously, right? Try not to be spending money on that particular day. I think there will be a march. Is it a march?
There is a march,
Yeah, so people are encouraged to take paid leave for the 21st. And not go to work. For that particular date. And but then I see also they don't want men really helping at the forefront of the march. Or the whole movement. Because they feel like, yes, they can just be allies, but they mustn't now come in
and take over
or like try be the heroes and stuff like that. Okay, I understand the sentiment in it, but I think terrible way to say it, especially to South African men, that if they are already willing to come to something, just let them. But if you then try, because here's my problem, what I start seeing in the comment section is, why are they even changing their profile pictures?
you know?
Yeah, but then now you're dealing with people who actually don't care about GBV in general. I think for me, people who are going to question this kind of moment and this call to action, which is not the first year that this has been a call to action like this. Women's for Change have had multiple different protests. So I think people who are going to be questioning it and asking, why are people doing this? Why they're asking us to do this? Stay at home. Just like the people that were anti any kind of, people taking to the streets. Stay at home. Clearly you don't get it. Clearly GBV doesn't affect you or the people around you that you love. So I don't want to waste my time on that, people who don't think Uguti this thing is important to them. I think Uguti, it's not a bad thing to say we don't want men coming and taking over this space, because you also must remember how the optics are, right? Yeah. And how optics work. It's like, for example, if there was a BLM march and all the white people were in the front holding the flags and holding the signs, it wouldn't make sense because it's about Black Lives Matter. So it's very much the same thing. We're not saying don't come. And this is where the ego needs to fall back. We're not saying don't come. They're not saying we don't want your support. We're not saying that we don't want to galvanize you to come and support us. What we're just saying is, but be part of the crowd. Not necessarily nize mover, but just be part of the crowd. But don't take a forefront to it.
So if you read the second page of the poster, it says for the march, they are highly asking men not to be present for the march.
Oh, okay. I mean, that also kind of makes sense. The men, for a lot of these women who are facing gender-based violence, are the perpetrators, so there is also an element of safety. There might be a lot of survivors that are at the march as well, and the lack of safety around men in general might also be something. So for me, I didn't know that's what they had explicitly meant, but I do understand, as somebody who has experienced gender-based violence or sexual assault and all these kinds of things, that those moments can be triggering, especially if there's going to be an overwhelming number of men. Because people like to say, oh, not all men. You also don't know if that man that is there at the protest has his own hidden agenda, right? So it's a way to try to safeguard everybody, is how I'm reading it, and I might be biased.
But then, so what I saw with this, last year they tried to do a shutdown or no one attends the Chris Brown concert.
Okay.
Because obviously what women are now fighting against is things that he's still doing. Even
and we were very disappointed because the women sold out that show for 2 days.
And they tried to cancel the organization, Women for Change. They were trying to really shut them down just because they were pushing this anti-Chris Brown situation. But now it's still those same girlies that were posting the vlogs and everything. They're then your profile picture's purple. You're saying you're going to be coming to the march and everything like that. You're also the problem.
Absolutely.
So, but I guess, just take the numbers, because even if it's performative, as long as they help push the numbers, is all I'm thinking.
It's the exact same thing with the Black Square, It's the exact same thing with boycotting, what is this called in America? Target. There's no way for us to make sure that every time we are asking people to do something, that everybody actually has the same agenda and everybody's track record is clean and that they've been following in the first place. So do the best that you can. It's dire, the situation in South Africa with gender-based violence. And I think even calling it gender-based violence sometimes minimizes it, because there's a lot of different types of violence. Femicide. Women are getting killed left, right, and center. And the way that they're getting killed is very brutal as well. Because why are you going to kill a pregnant woman and stab the baby and the mother? Why are you going to hang a pregnant woman on the tree? Like, why are you going to cut somebody's limbs off? Why are you doing that? Why are you going to specifically cut somebody's vagina out? Like, why are you going to specifically do that? Like, the nature of the things are so horrific that it really has to come to an end. That's why for me, I'm saying, and I saw on TikTok, on like other influencers, when they were changing their profile and they were doing their posts, a lot of the men were asking, like, can I be a part of this? Can I also change my profile? Can I also be, a part of it as much as I can? And all the women were like, absolutely, please be a part of it. So I'm saying to the men, put your egos aside. Yes, abanfuni emachini, understand why they might not want you at the march, understand what those optics look like for the women that are going to be there, who have probably most of them faced sexual assault or sexual harm in some way, GBV in some form or shape. Put your ego aside. Asiti asinfuni. Find where you fit in and because
it was encouraging men to have conversations on that day. Like, push. Make sure that's probably the only thing y'all speak about. And yeah.
So I think go in where you fit in, guys. But we need everybody to be a part of this.
And they strengthen numbers as well. That's what I wanted to say. So bickering, let them bicker, but fine. Just get out there and show your support.
And if you're a man, make sure that your sister, your mom, your aunt, or whatever, motivate them to go. Exactly. If you have to be the one who be and if you have to go and drop them off and pick them back up, there's so many things that you can do if it's not just being at the march. Because nakona, guys, benizovela anyway. That's also my thing sometimes with people who are like, well, you're gonna come anyway. Were you gonna come anyway? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the 21st of November, the last thing that I do want to mention, because you were talking about the G20, the 21st is when I think most, if not all, of the delegates will have arrived in South Africa. So that's also why they're doing it on that particular day, to make sure we are catching those eyes of the people who are going to be in South Africa already, because we know that Cyril is not going to stand up on that stage and actually talk about what is happening in South Africa in terms of gender-based violence, because he's busy pandering to the mafia, because he's already sold us off, and he's busy selling parts of South Africa off to the highest bidder. So I'm just saying that, guys, stop voting for the ANC. Stop voting for the ANC. Otherwise, none of us are going to have any food that we can eat.
Yeah, guys, but I guess 21st, Women for Change. Please check them out on their socials. Also, go get more information.
There's also a petition. I'm going to put the link in the bio, and then I'll put the link in our stories on our social media. But there is a petition. I think we're almost at 500,000, so 500,000 signatures. It would be nice to get that to 1 million by the 21st. And there's a heap of us in South Africa. So please make sure, sign the petition, share the petition as well.
It doesn't take, it's not that long.
No, you just put in your information and then you sign the petition. If you're nervous as well about data collection and a repercussion, let's say, for example, Women for Change does become such a movement, we do overturn the laws and there's anything like that, fagani alias. But just sign the petition. Sign the damn petition. Put in 17,000 aliases. Sign the damn petition. Because unfortunately, it's about optics and numbers as well. So that was that.
Zetu's married to a Jew? No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
Definitely not gonna. I'm not gonna do that in any way. Of course not. But what I wanted to talk about is, so there is an influencer, Uzetu, most recently, who I guess the internet has now found out again, or has properly found out, Uguti, her husband's family is from Israel, and they were. Why are you whispering Jewish? Because we must also remember that not every Jewish person is a Zionist. Zionism and being Jewish are two separate things. But anyway, yes, they are separate factions as well. Okay. But you can buy into Zionism, and I'm not talking about ZCC, because I had this conversation with this dude, and I was like, oh my God, he wanted to take me to this ice cream place, and I was like, the owner is a Zionist. I'm not down for it. And
what is
ZCC and Zen? Nothing. No, my bro, it's not EZCC. It has nothing to do with the Zion Congregational Church or whatever. But this is about Zionism, which basically is a movement where the people of Israel had been promised the Palestine as their home and their land. So Zionism essentially says, Guti, Palestine is ours and we're going to take it by force or by fire. And right now the force or by fire is mass genocide of the people in Palestine, right? So that's why I'm saying to be Jewish and to be Zionist are separate things. You can be a Zionist Jew, but you can also be Jewish without the Zionism in place, because there's a lot of Jewish people who do believe, Guti, the Palestinians are from Palestine and that Palestine is their home. It's their place to reside.
But then you can also be Jewish and not be Zionist, but still benefit and still
absolutely
keep your benefits.
Absolutely.
So, I'm fighting this war, I'm on your side, but if they're gonna if our investment there in Israel when they built the skyscrapers on their land works out, you're still keeping those shares. It's sort of like,
I mean, then I
what
would
kind
still
of person
say,
are
Guti,
you?
you're kind of Zionist.
Exactly, that's my point. That's the point I'm making.
By thingy. But it's not again, it's what I'm trying to say, Guti, it's not every Jewish person who is doing that and who is engaged in profiting from that particular privilege,
we need the bank
right?
details. We need statements.
But anyway, so this guy, I forget what his name is, this other influencer, D something, Darren C something, yeah. He did a video basically talking about Zetu and the fact that Zetu's husband is from Israel in particular. I think it was not even that he's Jewish, it's that his family is from Israel.
Because the grandparents are still there. That's why they go visit.
Yeah.
And support economically with the flights and buying the food in Israel. Can you see now the problem?
No, I understand that, but also we must understand, Guti, so at least Zetu was saying, we don't have to understand anything, but what Zetu was saying is that the reason why they go visit is to go visit the grandparents, and his parents are really old and they're too old to travel. That thing does happens to many people. You can become too old to travel because of distance, swelling, back issues, if you have arthritis and zinjalo. So is it enough? I don't know. And frankly, for me, I don't care because Zetu doesn't give me anything. I don't get money from Zetu. Zetu doesn't know who I am.
It's just she pushes all this content of being very woke and stuff like that, and very involved in what you support and where you put your thoughts and your support and stuff like that. But then again, you fly the kids that side while the genocide has already started, and then you contribute economically while you're there. Yes, we understand the reason behind it, but here you are going to support. But then again, if I buy a McDonald's, I'm also supporting that. But that one is direct. Like, you're flying there to go pay for an Airbnb or whatever there, pay for food there. What if
they live with the parents and not order an Airbnb?
But if they're too old to travel, they should be at a home. Because if they still operate in their own house, fly.
But maybe they have a nurse at the home. You never know. But anyway, I think we're getting into semantics, right? And things that we're just assuming. I understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying, like, it's difficult now to sort of disassociate them from that. For me personally.
That's fair.
Yeah. Not that I'm discrediting her, but I'm just like, wena. He probably, the inheritance that's coming from Batswadi, if they pass away, going to the husband, that's money that was built on all of this rubbish that Israel has done. And they're gonna fully accept it. She's not gonna say, okay, we're only gonna take let's look at the spreadsheet, at this date is when the first bombs went off, then let's put that aside, we'll take that, but the rest of it, we don't get.
I mean, if they're gonna do that, they can't take anything for over 70 years because the Nakba has been happening for a very long time. So
that's just my thing. It's like, yeah, you can say that, but as soon as the monies and all the good things come from it, you take it. So that's, it's like, bruh. Okay.
That's fair. Anyway, what I wanted to say on this was not to talk necessarily about what I think of Zetu, is to talk about this, because there was also she sings, she's made these hoodies. Okay. Is it Nkosazana daughter? I don't think it's Nkosazana daughter. No, she's black. Oh. She's South African. She's an artist, and I forget what her name is, but anyway, she had a wedding most recently. Okay. In all of the pictures and just throughout in her talking about her relationship on social media, she had hidden the identity of the husband. And so people had thought Uguti they found the husband, and it was a wrong person, but they went and they flooded his DMs and they were following him. And so what I want to talk about is this very interesting obsession, that people have with like being so ingrained in people's lives, like, I'm gonna go out of my way, knowing that this whole 3-5 years that y'all have been together, you've hidden his identity for a reason. But me, na as Jomo 1789, I feel like I'm entitled to go and search for him, and then also find the wrong person at that as well. Exactly, right? Because you also don't know that person. And what that kind of does. It does happen a lot, or somebody maybe is not even hiding their partner, but now eventually reveals their partner. And all of a sudden, the partner only had 2,000 followers. Now the partner has 500,000 followers. because people are just like, if your wife or your husband is doing something, then when and now you're probably doing something, so let me go and follow your page and let me go and watch your life. Like, it's so bizarre. I think it's so bizarre.
But it's to be expected in a way, man. Like, I don't think it's that out of pocket in my head, because it's like, if you're going to, if you're gonna gamble,
yeah,
and in your head you'll think, yeah, Mashonisa, if he's gonna kill anyone, it should be me. Then the Mashonisa sends his guys, they find your family, and then they kidnap one of them and threaten you. You played that game. You went out there and played that game, and here are the rewards. Yeah, but so if you're gonna be on a public platform, like, you must have a plan to really hide those people. Like, you see, big celebrities like your Beyoncés, your J. Cole's, your Kendricks, some of them we don't even know when they had their kids. But they had their kids and they were able to keep them out of the limelight when there's so much eyes on them. People are getting paid to get information of them, but they're still able to do those kind of things. So it's, if you're going to play the public game, you can't half play it. No, I only want to play it from 1 to 5. Boy. Here you play. Nabo Musa Kaula, you play the whole thing.
Yeah, Musa Kaula, baba.
You play with the rest.
What do you get from spilling people's tea and drama? What do you get, Ndang? I mean, I just want to know, what do you get? What is your reward?
I think Twitter might pay for how many people visit his site and engagements.
Oh, Twitter started to monetize.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of things. There's probably a lot of things also happening in the background that you don't know about. People are probably leaking stories to him, asking him to release those. You never know.
Fair, but I mean, she is playing the game right, because she has hidden him, and they found the wrong guy.
Yeah, you see?
So she is playing it right, and she's playing it okay. And I don't think Guti, on the subject of Uzetu, Guti, that was a secret. I don't think that she had hidden it in general. But I do understand, like, if you are going to be on social media, because people, they cannot, people don't allow you to reserve any part of yourself, even if you're only showing that 5% of yourself. Just expect Uguti, people are nosy, they want your story, they want your tea, they want to know about you, they want to investigate as much about you as possible. So that also, I think at the bottom of it is that if there is any drama, that they can then be part of that sensationalization of that drama, of the story, of whatever the case might be, because even the way that people are talking about Uplu, when she was on stage with Beyonce, and the fact that the other kid, I don't know what his name is, but the other twin is they're saying that he has some learning developments, and they do use the R word, absolutely.
I think Kanye West did, sorry. Kanye West did call the kid retarded.
But like, it's for me, I think it even gets to the point of like, nasebantwaneni. Guys, aninanhliziyo. Nasebantwaneni.
Hey man, you play the game, you gotta play.
Aninanhliziyo. But anyway, y'all do what you're gonna do. Me, for sure, I'm definitely going to try and limit a lot of things about myself when it comes to social media, because nyazi ukuthi niyokupa. The case in point. The Gonka thing. I'm still always going to go back to that Gonka video.
They wanted to know high and low, bro.
They wanted my dad to have been somebody who had eaten Imalia Senglini, Imalia school fees, Imalia, knowing that no kid is going to actual school right now, or university or past that. But they really wanted this sensationalized story of like...
it gets addictive. Like, drama does get addictive.
It gets addictive. But all I want to say is, what's happening in your backyard? Because kungesikudala lakusasa uzobe uku-Showmax, bazobe baku-X-Repo, bazotshontsha izinto zakabobo ozithathile. Ngoba unjalo. So all I'm saying is, make sure kwakho there is a proper compartmentalization before uhambu yokuba okomunye umuntu, because 9 times out of 10 your shit is way worse, and also you probably look absolutely diabolical.
But I won't lie, I feel, not that it's justified, but I feel like you're here on public spaces, you're using our attention to gain a financial advantage and money. Dude, we get to, like, you not selling yourself in the sense like your body and whatever, but we are tengisa now, like your image and everything to us, and we're purchasing it.
Yeah.
But you want to hide something. So
yeah, you guys want all of it.
Play the whole game. Don't just play where it benefits you. Because it's like, if with that kind of thing, and it's like, oh, Epstein was touching kids, but no, we can't get now into the business of the friends he was hiding. Can you see now the problem? You gotta play the whole game. Play the whole thing.
That's fair.
Play the whole thing.
In there, sign the logs and everything
exactly.
like
but
that.
now those are that they can say no, but that's his personal life, which it is.
No, it's not.
Which it is his personal life, but because then you can't. Oh, for this one, because he was doing it. Play the whole game. You're in the public eye.
But you're talking about somebody who was literally doing child pornography,
no, but all I mean is
pedophilia.
All I mean is,
and comparing it to umuntu who's talking about a political climate.
What I'm saying is, as long as you come into the public sphere and you become a public figure, you're a public figure till the day you die.
Fair.
You're not a public figure like it's a 9 to 5. No, you're public. Mr. Kaula is at your wedding. If he can make it, he's watching. Yeah, until he's trying to find these girlfriends Zaga murder bombs. You know, he's.
Oh yeah, murder bombs. Not DJs. Guys, 2025 has hands. 2025 has hands.
But it's time to wrap 2025 up. It was a terrible year.
2025 has hands.
It was a terrible year.
I mean, it was a great year. I came back home.
No, in personal lives, but I'm just saying as a whole, like South African image.
Where it was bad for us.
Yeah. We need a World Cup for the Boks again. Like those things bring like highlights and things to be happy about as a nation. But
what did we just win? Did we not win a World Cup just now? What was happening with the rugby game?
We won a match. It's part of.
Oh, was it just a match?
Yeah,
okay. Because they were doing a tribute to Siya Kolisi.
It was his 100th. Yeah, shout out to Siya Kolisi. His 100th test match. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, he's really led us to victory.
Sorry, his 100th cap.
He's really led us to victory in a lot of things.
Best captain in the world.
With him under being our captain, I hope even if you retire and you can't play, that you actually still stay
involved.
And you buy shares in the box or something and just make sure there is something that still brings South Africans together, because there's nothing that brings South Africans together than rugby. Cricket, nyayibona. Soccer, nyayibona.
We all
still have lots of different teams. But in rugby, when you're the glue of the nation. See, if they were to take politics and put it in rugby, we might be able to no longer be voting for the ANC. If the box could just say don't vote ANC, we might just be able to do something right. Yeah. So the box, if you want to just talk about politics a little bit, please. Sizonmamela, please, nyancela, sizeni, because honestly, we are being sold to the mafia. We are going to move to the last segment of the podcast that is called UPELEPELE ngoba vele indaba ziyashisa. You know what's up here. Nenyoni zikhona ngoba ziyazi ukuthi ziyashisa le ndaba. Yashisa. So this is the segment where we are able to share our hot takes. I have two hot takes. My first hot take is not really a hot take necessarily, my second one, but my first hot take is it's not even a hot take, guys, but please stop voting for the ANC, guys. And if you vote for the ANC, just like last year when I cast you out, if you vote for the ANC, I'm not even going to say hi Gabi, the worst that it could be. Please stop voting for the ANC, guys, because what we're seeing with the Mahlanga Commission, the Mkhwanazi Commission, this commission is that literally we are being there was this guy
we're being run by criminals.
We are being run by criminals, and the president is in on the criminality. The president knows very much the criminality. He is in on it. If anything, he's probably the one who is petitioning for more of it. But and it's really tough, because the only place where we can make an impact as citizens is in our voting power. So we need to take that very, very seriously, that we can take that impact into the voting power. Now, does it mean Uguti the mafia is not going to then pay? Because what this guy was saying is that, must remember, Uguti, political parties are the easiest places to infiltrate, because political parties a lot of the times don't have money.
Because they need funding.
And they operate on money. And so once they can have that money, then they basically do whatever it is that you want. Exactly. They can push the agenda. So right now we are being run by criminals in the background. I think the Rothschild, they said Uguti, they are, one of the families that are running and organizing what is happening in South Africa. I don't know if the Guptas have pulled their hand out of the honey jar that is South Africa, but we also know that is another family as well. All I'm just trying to say is, maybe my hot take is, ma ungavoti msunu wako, and then akona ma uvoteli ANC msunu wako times 2. That's my first hot take. My second hot take is not really a hot take, but I really just want to remind people, please make sure to take care of each other, especially when it comes to mental health and mental wealth and mental illnesses and stuff like that. You never know who is having a manic episode, who is having a depressive episode. Try be nice, try be kind. If you see somebody might need some help, offer your help. A lot of the times people they feel insecure about being helped anyway, and they might shut you down, but just offer the help. Guys, somebody that I didn't even know, came into my purview. We were having a chat, and it turned out he was having a moment, and I was able to support him through that moment without wanting anything from him, and also without having known him for that long. You might not have the tools yourself. Make sure you're able to DM abantu who follow them or whatever the case is. Like, just try, guys. Just try help people, because mental illnesses are rife. It's not everybody that's going to tell you, I have bipolar, I have schizophrenia, I have BPD, I have this.
But people are going through
it. So just try and help abantu. Try be a nice person. Try be kind to people. Try to listen to people nakona. And now and learn, do a little bit of research. You guys, we all spend so much time on social media. Take that 10 minutes and just do a little bit of research. What are the signs of a manic episode? What are the signs of somebody having a depressive? What are the telltale signs of a psychosis? How can I pick those up so you're able to help people? And I know you guys are thinking that I'm thinking just strangers. I'm talking about your uncle and your cousin. That cousin of yours that's in university, that went to a university far away, and you haven't heard from him. Cousin, check on that person as well. So please, guys, I'm begging you, even I'm doing what Grace MONDLANA wanted people to do in that comment section. I'm begging you.
Anyway, guys,
begging you, please take care of each other and make sure you are there for people. You're asking people, you're checking on people as well. By Tandugusha, the strongest soldier, but even if it's the weakest link, check on the weakest link and the strongest link. Get fun. But
that brings us to the end of the episode, guys. Once again, love each other, bambanani, ubuntu. Wish you all the best for the rest of your week and
the rest of the year.
Guning. But as Sound of Siblings, I'm Tanda Bafetu. I've been Mo.
And I've been Imbali.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye. I hope you enjoyed our family day and all of the chaotic sounds that joined us.